Good morning out there. Let's check and make sure that we're broadcasting with full effect. Check 1, 2. Check 1. Okay, we're good. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Resales. My name is Ryan. I get stuff from yard sales, garage sales, friends, family, friends and families, garage sales, and yard sales, similar places, and try and make a few extra bucks online. Now, today, got an interesting story about something I got from a buddy of mine. That's going to be a pretty good high dollar sale. And handful of stuff that I sold, handful of other finds that I made. Nothing great though. Anyway, so let's get on it, I guess. Okay. First up, we'll do the sales. Nothing spectacular, just some good bread and butter stuff. Let's go. Where we're going to start. So, okay. Cars, Hot Wheels. Or this one's called Crazy Cars, a marble racer. It's got some weird marble in the bottom. Ford Mustang. This went for $8. Of course, it's been sitting for 6 months. But I love Hot Wheels. An $8 sale means probably about $1 or $2 profit on something. But I'm glad that it's sold because it gets it out of the inventory and quits clogging up my, all told, I don't even know that I made money on this because it wound up adding to my listings, and I only do the 250 free listings eBay gives me, and sometimes that adds up. So glad to see those gone. I do need the sales though because I've taken a couple hits lately, and with getting some stuff not quite out in time, and I've taken a little bit of a beating on that. So I need some sales. I need to get them out quick. Next one. This is a fun car. Hot Wheels 2011 Nightburners Enzo Ferrari. And this was a $10 car. So I've said before my advice on Hot Wheels, and I may talk about it next time I do. I get one. I'll buy whenever I'm at a yard sale and I can get a box full of Hot Wheels for $0.25 a piece or less. I will go through them, look them all up, pull the ones that sell $8 to $10 or more on eBay. Pull all those, get those on eBay. Maybe lot up a few others. And the rest I bring out and sell about 50 cents a piece, 50 cents to $1 a piece at the flea market. Make reasonably decent money. Realistic looking cars, Mustangs, Ferraris, that sort of stuff. That's the stuff that you need to look up and see if you can find. If you don't know anything else about Hot Wheels and you get a box of them, look up the realistic looking stuff. You might be surprised. So that's what I did there. Made a little bit of money. All right. Next up. Okay. I don't do a ton of clothes. I'm trying to be real selective about stuff, but one of the brands that does pretty good, Nike Dry Fit. This is a women's running tank top, medium, Nike Dry Fit, good condition, $10. So I got it at the Last Chance Goodwill. I probably paid $1, $1.25 for it. And this sold probably less than a week around that price. So Nike Dry Fit, if you find stuff in good condition for $1 or less, it's worth grabbing. I don't know that I've ever really failed to sell Nike Dry Fit that was in good condition. So grab it when you see it. Next, more toys. This one is surprising. Good morning, Kevin. This one is a surprising one. And these have been selling for years. These are Small Soldiers Chip Hazard figure. Some of the from the Small Soldiers movie, which is 25 years old by now, I guess. These things still sell. And always kind of have in the $10 to $20 range. More if you find the accessories or if they're in the box. So I think people sleep on these a little bit. I've had this no, I have had this up maybe 90 days. But I grabbed him, listed him, and look, and this isn't the best condition one. Joints are tight and they're all there. He doesn't have any accessories, and the paint's a little worn, and he's still sold for 13 bucks. So don't sleep on small soldiers as action figures. Maybe some of the like McDonald's or Burger King toys may not do as well, but the ones you can get in the store, they're worth looking into and grabbing. All right, couple more sales here. That's $25. My bread and butter. Baptist hymnal, 15 bucks sold. Go look on my channel, and I recently posted a how to buy and sell hymnals tutorial with from my personal experiences. So go look at that, and you'll see how I do these things. But Baptist hymnal, 15 bucks. Easy. I wouldn't say easy money, but these are worth. This is one of my bread and butter items that I don't even have to look up anymore. I just grab them when I see them for $2 or less. Finally, final sale. This vintage OMGS Suburbia transistor radio. Clean. It's clean inside. I never tested it. Never put batteries in it to test it. This went for $25. I think it was a $5 per grab at a yard sale. Should I put batteries and tested it? Probably. But I didn't. And I probably would have gotten a little bit more money for it, but I never got around to it. And I don't have a stash of batteries sitting here to test things on like we all should. So there's a lesson learned there. Anyway, old radios in good condition, particularly the rare ones or good brands, still might be worth taking a peek at and looking up, depending on what they were and what era they're from, because some guys are still into those things. So worth grabbing. And that's worth a sip. Anyway, now for the fun part. Finds. Not much. This is a bag full of action figures and stuff. Something I wanted to quick note. Nothing like exciting stuff I'll either lot up or bring to the flea market. I actually got it from the flea market from a guy who was kind of liquidating. But your 6-inch good condition action figures, keep on the lookout for. They're not really necessarily high sellers, but if you can get them cheap enough, under $1 a piece, I would say at minimum you can lot them up and sell them. If not, occasionally some of them are individually, they're worth something. So I think I actually have enough of a stash of them now where I can lot them up, even some that are in bits and pieces, and I make a little bit of money on those. So grab those when you see them. Now, ooh, I didn't think about that one. All right, this. You know what this is? I didn't. This is a testing gauge to see how much Freon you got in an air conditioning unit. It's for older units, but I had checked. It needs new hoses, but this thing works. So I'm gonna sell it like that and see if I can't get. This is probably a $30 or $40 sale. May put it on local and see if I can get somebody out of it before I drop it on eBay. It's the size wise, the weight's okay, but the length and width and all that are a little. So see if I can get a little bit out of that way. Okay, the big one. That is this bad boy. Here's the story behind this. A buddy of mine gave me a box of books to sell. This was in it. This is the book to the HP 16C computer science calculator. This I actually sold for 60 bucks. And then I texted him and said, hey, you got the calculator to this? And he said, actually, I was going to ask you for that book back because I found the calculator. And I was like, and then I told him that calculator sells $300. And my buddy said, you give me $100, you can have it. Guess what I spent $100 on? This is something that you need to be on the lookout for. This is HP 16C some sort of computer science calculator. This paired with this goes for about 300 bucks. There are still calculators from the 70s and 80s you need to be looking out for. This is one of them. So, and if you snag, and one, always check instruction books for old computer stuff that's run out or something. I always take a peek at. But this, for the calculators, there's a financial calculator out there that goes for a decent little bit too. A handful of other high-end calculators that for specialty uses, keep an eye out for because they're worth grabbing. So I'm gonna post this today. This will probably sell between $250 and $300. If it goes more than 3 days, I'll be surprised. These things, good stuff still sells fast on eBay. Mediocre stuff will sit. Good stuff that's in high demand, it don't take it long, even if it's priced right. So something to always keep in mind when you're doing your eBay sales is good stuff sells fast. Get that stuff listed first. I would almost always recommend two things should take your priority listings on eBay. One is high dollar sales. Two is fast sales. Make the fast dollar when it's available because time value of money. Get your money rotating around as much as you can on eBay so that you can get more stuff to flip. But I would always err on the side of listing a cheaper item that sells quicker than I would a more expensive item that sells slower. So think about that. And that actually may be the best of both worlds. It's an expensive item that sells quickly. So that's the best of it. So anyway, that's where we're going to leave today because we all got work to do. And you got more things to do than listen to me chat about stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you next time.